Super Mario Brothers video game collection video today. I'm showing the Super Mario Brother games that we have. Mostly just the kind of mainline platformers and side scrollers. We have Mario's Missing, Dr. Mario, a couple of Mario parties, and a couple of the RPGs. Dream Team and Bowser's Inside Story, but I just want to kind of keep it to the mainline one. This is kind of a split collection here. I did this one once before. Don't mind the hacked myself shaving this morning. Bad too, man. I was like, oh, I thought it was gonna bleed more than it was. I don't know what I was doing. I was like not paying attention. I was like, and I was like, stopped myself, and I was like, ugh. Yeah, that's a pretty bad one. Anyway, I'll start from the oldest and move forward. Super Mario Brothers, not the original. Mario Brothers is the first. I do not have that. Although technically it's on the GBA game that I have. Totally different game than this. And the rest. This is the one I got at the G sale. With all those other games. This is Mario Brothers Duck Hunt. This is a kind of running joke. Back on YouTube, back in the day, early on, like everybody had this, like there's like endless copies of this game. The first Super Mario Brothers, it's a classic. Still an excellent platformer that holds up well. Like all of those older Marios hold up well. Whoa. I'm gonna stop the vid there. Super Mario Brothers 2. So this is a reskin of Doki Doki Panic over in Japan. But it works. It's an excellent game. This doesn't matter. I bought this one and the next one for my fiance for Christmas one year. She's excellent at these 2D games. I'm pretty good at them, but not that great. Depending on what the game is, but this is a classic one. You use Mario, Luigi, Toad, and I just used Princess Toadstool at the time still, right? Was she Peach or was she Toadstool? I don't know. Okay. And they each have different abilities and stuff like that. Mario is the most like balanced. Still a cool game that introduced a lot of cool characters. Shy Guys, Birdo. Was it the Claude? I forget what he was. Those are the two I really remember, though. And of course, a game that changed a lot. Super Mario Bros. 3 also. Whoops. That's the manual. Just an incredible game. I want to say this came out in, was this come out in 89? I should say it in here, but it probably doesn't. The helicopter flying around as always. I don't think it was 90. Was it 90 or was it 89? 90. Might have been 89 in Japan. This game was a huge deal. Like, it was in that movie. Was it The Wizard with Fred Savage? I think. Was he in that? Like, the hype for this game at the time was nuts. Like, you typically didn't get hype for video games like that back then. And this was just all over the place, man. And it was huge when it came out. It did crazy sales. Incredible game. A lot of people's favorite in the series. Not my personal favorite, but it's still an awesome game. It introduces the overworld. And you're going from point to point. You can go to the Toad House, Hammer Brothers appear. You fight them like you did warp whistles. You get the Tanuki suit in this one. Just a fantastic fucking game, like it really is. One of the greats. You can't. Like just looking at the artwork too and everything, you're just like, yeah, I remember how insanely hyped everybody was for this fucking game. Like people were losing their shit when they were showing stuff for it. Because just the difference, and then Mario 2 still had a good look. But like the difference between the first and this one was nuts. And it's like, oh my god, you know. It was like a 5-year gap, obviously. But a classic. Up next, the two GB, the Game Boy 2 original Game Boy games, sorry. These are both the Japanese versions, so. The first Super Mario Land and Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. This one I had back in the day. Not this version, but I used to play the shit out of this. Awesome game, plays well. Good soundtrack as always. I can't remember the special suits in this, but apparently you can go in a little submarine thing and stuff. But it was a classic game that I played the shit out of back in the day. And then there's one that I did not play back in the day. Didn't know. I got this one from Book Off. 6 golden coins. It has another overworld to it. I didn't play a ton of it, but it was pretty fun from what I was playing. And then Mario Land is Super Mario Land 3, I believe. And Super Mario World. This is the Super Famicom version. Completely playable. I picked it up as $9 at Book Off. It's not expensive for the Super Nintendo as well. It's a little bit cheaper for the Super Famicom, but I was like, screw it, I'm gonna buy it. This is my personal favorite. This is one when you first played it, you were like, holy shit, like the jump from 8-bit to 16-bit, you were like, wow. Super colorful, awesome, just overworld, the secrets everywhere, and like so many levels have secret exits, kind of, when they open up the switches, I forget what they are. The exclamation point switches, or whatever they call them. Yoshi gets introduced in this one. And it was a cool feature at the time, obviously, sucking up enemies, spitting them out. They actually called it straight up Super Mario Bros. 4 on here, I never even realized it. They didn't say that, I'm pretty sure, on the North American version, probably, or the PAL version either. Maybe they did. On PAL. Another game with sick music, just an awesome game. Just super fun to those days still. I mean, all of them play well, but this is my personal favorite. Super Famicom cassette. Nintendo tapes. That's what like parents used to call them, Nintendo tapes. What came next here? I'm trying to find. Unfortunately, don't have. I used to have Mario 64 and Nintendo 64 back when I had it. I do not have it now. But I'll show this real quickly. Mario 64 DS. I didn't play a ton of this one. This is my fiance's, and I had gotten the case at a garage sale. It was not the game in there. I think it was like 50 cents for the case. So I'm like, oh, if I ever get the game, I got the game, decided to keep it. I don't know what this added. All new characters, courses, game modes, and challenges. But Super Mario 64 in general was another one where that game, when I first saw it, my jaw dropped. I was like, oh my god, this is the game. You know, like going into 3D. I remember showing my friends, we'd get high and I'd be like, yo, you gotta come upstairs and see this. We was like, holy shit. Obviously, this is not that version, but Super Mario 64 is a classic. Most Mario games could be labeled as classics. Super Mario Sunshine. This is my fiance as well. It has the manual. She would throw out the cases, and when I first found that out, I was like, "What?" Super Mario Sunshine for me. This is one I want to try to play again. I tried playing this back in the day when it came out, like twice. I think I owned it once and I rented it once, and I would play it for a couple of hours and couldn't get into it for whatever reason. This is when you have the water pack. What is it called? Does it have a specific name? And you go to the island and there's like not graffiti, but like slime or sludge, whatever, everywhere. You get rid of it with your jetpack, your water pack, and your water pack does other stuff. And then it has some devious platforming, I'm pretty sure, like later on. But you're going around whatever the island's called. What's the thing called? I forget the thing. Your jetpack, your water pack has like a name, I think. Like I said, this is a game I could never fully get into, though, and I want to try again to get into it. Maybe I'll try again soon. Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance 2 for the GBA they put out. This one, 2, and 3 is Super Mario World. Super Mario Advances, I believe. And they had 4, actually. I think 1 was Yoshi's Island. The original, I don't think, got one. And every copy has a copy of the original Mario Bros. On it. But it's not really much different from the Super Nintendo counterpart. Let me show this one real quick. This is hers too. No case. New Super Mario Brothers. This is the first in the series. I didn't play a ton of this, but I do remember once my friends and I back in like 06 or I don't know when it was. Maybe it was a little earlier than that. We went up to Foxwoods and my friend had brought his DS and he wasn't using it. I'm like, "Oh, let me play this." He's like, "Oh, you try this game." And that was like the most experience I had with this game. And it was cool. Especially at the time, it was like a updated version of the the standards 2D stuff. And it was a big deal because they've made it like 500 other times. You're going to see it pop up again here and like 3 more times. Like right here. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I do not have Super Mario Galaxy anymore. I'd sold it. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. And the same thing, same concept, I think. Using all these different characters and shit. It's another classic kind of 2D platformer. She loves these ones still. I am more of a fan. I mean, she's a fan of all the side scrollers, but I'm more of a fan of the older ones. So I don't put much time into these. Couple for the Wii U here. New Super Mario Bros. U with New Super Luigi U, which adds him horror levels in Luigi. Same thing, just like the other ones. You're doing much of the same. As the other ones. Yeah, and you're always getting different powers in these games and shit. Super Mario Maker. I threw this one in there because it is the classic Mario, but you're making the levels. This has like a book, collector's book. They did make a second one. I think it was on the Wii U. No, it wasn't. It was on. Did it make it? No, was it just on the DS? Or did they bring it over the Switch? I can't remember. This was cool though because you could make your own levels. I think it only used it used Mario Bros, Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Bros. 3, Mario World, and New Super Mario Bros. U. I don't know if you use any more of those games, but you can make your own levels with those. People made some insane levels, and you have to complete the level. Well, you had to complete the level before you could upload it for everybody else to try to complete. So that was a challenge in itself. I made like one basic one, and it does have what's an idea book, and it has like I think it had like 100 levels that were made by Nintendo thrown in here as well. Really cool idea, no doubt about that. And some people came up with some crazy stuff for these. Here's some for the 3DS, Super Mario 3D Land. Actually, these would have come out. This would have come out before the one on the Wii U. They made the one on the. That's the one I have more experience with. Was the one on the Wii U. But it was in 3D. On the 3DS. Is this no? I think the cat suit was first came out for the Wii U one. Tanuki suit, boomerang, propeller box. I didn't play a ton of this one. She played this. She got a 3DS and wanted the Mario stuff. I didn't play much of this one at all. I think there might have been a Captain Toad level in here as well. Unless they just added Captain Toad to the Wii U and then they made its own game. And here's New Super Mario Bros. 2, finally. Gold flowers, gold blocks, and gold rings. Collecting coins has never been so fun. Yeah, like they want you to collect the coins in this one like crazy. Can you collect 1 million? But same thing, 2D platforming. Another one I have not. I don't know if I've played any of this. But this is another one she got. Or wanted. I got her a bunch. For Christmas. And the final two, which I do have experience with. Super Mario Odyssey. Awesome game. What is it? Cappy. That's the hook in this one. You're like possessing stuff. Dinosaurs. Cop cars. All the enemies. Everything else. Cones, I think. Very similar like when Kirby sucks in an object and like, turns into it. And you go into all different types of planets and shit. It's super fun. It looks great. The worlds are awesome. The gameplay is fun. There's a ton to do. Even after you beat it, you're collecting. What do you collect in this? Does it tell you? I forget. I don't think they're straight up stars. Maybe they are, actually. I don't know. Super fun, though. Just this is one of the first games we got, I believe, when we got the Switch in 2020. This came out in 2017. 9 years, probably almost. Incredible. It's been that long already. And the final one, back to more 2D. Super Mario Wonder. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Using a lot of people in this one, too. Elephant Mario's in this. Drill Mario, Bubble Mario. You get the Wonder Flowers and then shit starts tripping, getting trippy. The pipes are moving. Everything's going nuts. This one's not overly hard. But still had a cool look and it was still fun to play. I can't remember a lot of this now either. I'm going crazy. Big overworld, other things to find and stuff. All the Mario games have hidden things in them and stuff. Perfect for exploration in these types of games, these ones and stuff. But it was super fun. We didn't get everything. That's a Wonder Flower there. But like I said, we have some of the offshoots. Dr. Mario. Mario's missing. A couple of Mario parties. Mario and Luigi Dream Team, I think. And Bowser's Inside Story. Yeah, that's just showing kind of the mainline ones. The basic platformers. Or side-scrolling platformers. Or 3D platformers. 2D and 3D platformers, we'll say. Decent amount. You know, I would like to get a copy of Mario 64 on the Nintendo 64 again. It's not overly expensive. There's not a lot of Marios I'd love to get. That's one of them. I'm trying to think if there's really any other ones I'd really want. Like, I have no interest in getting Galaxy again. Well, I never played much of 2, Mario Galaxy 2, but I'm trying to think if there's any other ones I'd really want. Maybe some of the Paper Marios, but anyway, Super Mario game collection, and